Hey there, it's Anonymous Tea, where we spill the tea anonymously. Hello, everyone. Hello, YouTubers. Hope you guys are all having an amazing day today. Sending good vibes, sending positivity, sending blessings, and good energy to each and every single one of you. Thank you so much for tuning in. So today we are talking Love Island UK Season 10, and we are talking about the latest episode where the couples had to vote for the least compatible, and I am really disgusted with a lot of the comments that are on social media wrongfully attacking my girl Ella, you guys. I am team everybody. I like Ella. I like Catherine. I like Whitney. It is clear that there is a sisterhood amongst them as far as Ella, Catherine, and Whitney. And even Jess is a part of, their friendship or what have you. And some of you are determined to tear black women apart, you guys. Some of you are determined to pin black women against each other, and I'm sick of it. I am sick of it. It doesn't matter if it's Love Island USA. It doesn't matter if it's Love Island UK. You cannot root for more than one black woman, right? You have to choose. Okay, you've decided on social media that Catherine is the only black islander this season. And if anything goes wrong for her, it is the other black people's fault in the villa. If anything goes wrong, if there is not a match that is right, if something, if somebody said that they're not into her, it is somebody else's fault, right? And all of these things, and I'm tired of it. So what happened, right? What happened? They're upset because Catherine and, Scott got 2 votes. That they were the least compatible, although it did not put them at risk for being at the bottom because Jess and Sam and Leah and Mitch had more votes than them, right? And for some reason, they are blaming Ella, even though it was Ty that made the comment, right? And if you see in the clip, it is actually Ella who is fighting for all of her friends, and this came down to basically something simple as making it make sense, you guys. Ty has been vocal that his best friends in the villa are Zach and Sammy, right? Even though he knows they are both in toxic couples, those are his boys, so he was going to go to bat for them, right? Next, we have Whitney and Kat and Jess, who are Ella's closest friends, who whenever you do not see her around Ty, she is at least with one or all 3 of them in some capacity, was trying to fight for all of those couples, right? So obviously he was fighting for Sammy, so that takes out Sammy and Jess. She probably wants Molly out, but again, she's coupled up right now with Zach, so that wasn't going to fly. And also, Ty also wanted Mendy and Whitney at the bottom because he saw through their couple, right? Even though we're rooting for them, we know what it is, right? We know what it is between the 2 of them, and he was trying to convey that to Ella, and Ella went hard in the paint for her friend Whitney, you guys. So what else? Who is left as far as the couples, right? Who is left? So that leaves Catherine and Scott, that leaves Leah and Mitch, and that left Whitney and Mendy, right? And basically, one of those couples was going to have to go up there against Mitch and Leah. Now, ultimately, it didn't even lead to Kat being there, as one of the bottom 2 couples. But let's not act like we have amnesia, as if Scott has not told, several Islanders that he feels more sexual attraction to Leah and that he wants to be with Leah and prefers Leah to Catherine, you guys. But for some reason, you have it in your head that this is Ella's fault, right? Even though Sam flat out said in front of everyone that he doesn't think that Scott's attracted to Catherine, which I thought was more disgusting than anything else that was said. And this is the second time that it has been told to Kat's face that Scott doesn't like her like that, right? That he is into her, he'll choose her just like Zach chose her to keep himself safe, to keep himself secure in the villa. But like Zach, he is on a fast track to, talk to Leah or stare at Leah or whatever the case may be. The only thing he did right this episode, and it could have been edited out, was that we didn't see him, going to talk to Leah, but we definitely saw, the glances and all these other things that were taking place, right? But, this whole thing where you think that Ella is being anti-black, which doesn't make sense to me because last I checked, Whitney was also black. And then these conspiracies that you think that Ty is secretly in love with Kat. which I don't even get that energy. I get sibling energy from them, and I fully remember him, having a grotesque look on his face when Kat said in their first challenge, the Secrets Revealed challenge, that she was the one who kissed 5 different guys in one night, that he found that Mr. 100 plus bodies found that to be a problem. And I see none of you dragging Tyreek either. None of you are coming for Tyreek, right? And it was as simple as, to me, is Tyreek basically said that he was going to, basically cave on one of his picks, and and Ella had her pick, and that was that, right? That she couldn't save everyone, and that he couldn't save everyone, right? It was really as simple as that logic, but for some of you, logic doesn't make sense because you are calling Ella every single name but the child of God on Spaces, on Twitter, on Reddit, on Instagram. You are saying that she hates Catherine, that she's jealous of Catherine, that Ty secretly wants Catherine and is trying to get Ella out of the way to be with Catherine. You guys need to stop being delusional. You need to stop being delusional and take into a fact that none of the couples that Kat has been in up until this point have been right for her, right? Whether it is Zero Effort Andre, that she was not into clearly, or it was Zach who was playing her because he really wanted Molly and didn't tell her. It was Ty who told her in the 11th hour. And then if we have Scott, who is openly telling anyone who would listen that he is more into Leah and that he prefers Leah. And had he chosen first in the recent recoupling, he would have chose Leah, not Kat. But you're not ready for that conversation, right? You're not ready for that conversation. And how do you know Ella has not told Kat what Scott has been saying about her? And as a result of that, she is turning up the affection. She is turning up the heat to make Scott reconsider to save herself, right? So that she's not eliminated, right? And you guys are acting as if Catherine is at the bottom right now and is at risk from being dumped from the villa, right? Even though she has made it 3 weeks into the villa, right? So what are you upset about? Right? What are you upset about? And this is why these quote-unquote on-code warriors, I can't take it, because you're never on code. You only support one black person every season, and any other black person that exists on the show, you are anti, right? But you'll pretend to like them as long as they are doing your fave right? But the moment that you suspect that something is wrong, or that they're against your fave, or they're trying to sabotage your fave, even though there's no receipts to say that, there is no receipts to prove that, including Ella's fight for saving Andre, in which she confirmed herself that she tried to save Andre, who was Ty's best friend, who was her man, by the way, right? Tried to save Andre, and she was outnumbered because Jess fought for Sammy in their toxic situationship, and Molly fought for her situationship with Zach, where they just stare at each other all day and tell each other they look good and kiss each other, but there's nothing of substance there, right? But Ella was outnumbered, right? And so ultimately, Andre was a sacrificial lamb, and I'm sure production wanted Andre gone because he wasn't giving what they felt that he needed. And why aren't you taking into consideration that maybe Catherine isn't giving what production was expecting from her as well? Maybe they feel that she is too quiet. Maybe they feel she is too reserved. Maybe they are not happy with the content that she is providing thus far. Why can't you think of that instead of trying to put the blame on Ella? I am not going to allow Ella to go down because of the fact that the men that Kat has been paired with up until this point have not been keeping it a buck with her. That is not anybody else's fault but these men. But for some reason, you want it to be the women's fault for some reason, when the simplest answer is the correct answer, you guys. The simplest answer is the correct answer, right? But this nonsense, and the fact of the matter is, she should have been voted in the bottom least compatible couples, because now there's a black bombshell finally coming in, right? There's finally a black bombshell coming in, who has already rated Leah, Catherine, and Ella as his top 3, you guys. But nonetheless, it is all, you have your fire torches out for Ella, and you guys do this every season. It comes to find out there was not any issues between Amber and India season 8. There were no issues between Zara and Tanya in season 9, but you wanted there to be. And once again, when Ella is not with Ty, she is always, like I said, around Whitney, she is around Catherine, and she is around You know, Jess as well, or all four of them are together in between when she is not around Ty. And this is the same Ella that was looking to comfort Kat, that was asking every single person in the villa the immediate when Andre was gone, and Ella couldn't find her, and then ultimately she did find her and was consoling her. But you don't want to talk about that. You don't want to talk about how much of a girl's girl Ella is, right? And you don't want to talk about all the time she has gone to bat for Catherine, that you've chose to ignore it because you want to see the same level of screen time that they are giving to Jess and Leah and others, when you know that's not how Love Island works. You know that's not how Love Island works. So there is that. So let me know your guys' thoughts in the comments. Please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you're notified the moment I post new content on my channel. And with that being said, I'll talk to you guys again very soon.